Welcome to Eventful Singapore, part of the Eventful World 2026 series by EventCR, covering 249 destinations where live events define the travel experience. In this explainer, we're skipping the basic tourist guide and breaking down the hard data, plus the absolute sensory rush that proves exactly why you need to get here and experience it live.
So imagine this. It's a deeply humid September evening. Exactly 2015, you're standing among an estimated 300,000 spectators, all packed into a city-state smaller than New York City's boroughs combined.
And you can literally feel the vibration in your chest before you even see anything. The smell of burning rubber hits you, the crowd's roar is absolutely deafening, and the atmosphere is just purely electric. You are right in the heart of Marina Bay.
20 Formula One cars are screaming beneath the floodlit Marina Bay sands, painting the city skyline in arc-light white. The Singapore Grand Prix in September is the world's only Formula One night street race, and let me tell you, it's a massive sensory overload in the absolute best possible way.
Exactly, and that really brings us to the core of this explainer. Whether you're a traveler hunting for once-in-a-lifetime experiences or an event planner looking for your next major destination, Singapore has something truly extraordinary waiting for you.
Section 1. Live Entertainment Gateway, the anchor of ASEAN. To really understand that gateway, you have to look at the numbers. The city has engineered absolute excellence, achieving a staggering 1,771 ranked events across 11 cities and 15 unique event categories. Basically, if a massive global act plays Southeast Asia, they stop here first. Take the live music sector. You've got the 55,000 capacity National Stadium anchoring a permanent, massive concert circuit. Taylor Swift's Eras Tour actually chose Singapore as its sole Southeast Asian stop, which ended up generating an estimated $370 million in tourism revenue over 6 unforgettable nights.
But it's definitely not just mega pop stars taking over stadiums. Look at the other end of the spectrum in December. You've got Zookout, Singapore's flagship electronic dance music festival. We're talking pulsing electronic beats right on the beach, drawing massive regional Gen Z crowds flying in from all across ASEAN.
Right, and then you're back up to October, where Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Singapore has become a true cult pilgrimage. Younger travelers are flying in from Malaysia, Indonesia, and the Philippines purely for the production value of those haunted houses. It's a completely different vibe from a stadium pop concert, but it is equally magnetic.
Section 2. The Planner's Blueprint. Flawless logistics in 728 square kilometers.
Now, if you're an event planner or a DMC tuning into this explainer, here's what makes this island so compelling as a hosting destination. It is the most spatially concentrated event powerhouse on Earth. Walk into the Sands Expo and Convention Center on a Tuesday morning and you'll find 120,000 square meters of flexible, highly engineered space. We're talking partition walls gliding silently on ceiling tracks, towering LED walls cycling through branded environments, and exactly 2,561 hotel rooms sitting directly above you in the Marina Bay Sands Towers. Which, if you're an organizer, is an absolute logistical dream. You literally never have to worry about delegate transport when they can just take an elevator down to the keynote. Precisely. Plus, the Singapore Expo adds another 100,000 square meters of space across 10 massive halls. And getting delegates there, the MRT rail network delivers them from Changi Airport, which connects to over 400 cities globally, straight to the venue doors in under 30 minutes. Throw in near-universal 5G and the Smart Nation initiative driving seamless, cashless vendor delivery, and you've got pure, unadulterated efficiency. And all of that physical infrastructure translates directly into hard data in the EventZR Index. Singapore scores an incredible 98.20 out of 100 for MICE capability, driving a total eventful readiness score of 77.40.
When you pair that readiness score with a very high global safety index, the appeal just skyrockets. Organizers who are managing strict duty of care across multinational delegate lists simply do not have to worry here. This totally eliminates execution risk for event tourism, it guarantees seamless delegate experiences, and it is exactly why Singapore consistently wins major international bids over cheaper alternatives in the region. Everything simply works.
Section 3. Year-round dominance, the equatorial advantage.
So, what's the reason for that year-round dominance? The equatorial climate completely eliminates the seasonal death zone that plagues temperate competitors. This allows those 1,771 ranked events to run continuously across all 12 months, maintaining high-quality professional execution every single week. Let's look at that calendar spread, because among those events, 134 are landmarks tier, proving some serious cultural depth. In the first 2 weekends of February, you've got the Chingay Parade, It's a massive, multicultural extravaganza of floats and performers. Then by mid-June, your senses completely shift. You are tasting unbelievable Michelin-starred dishes and incredibly complex street food at the Singapore Food Festival, which actually celebrates their UNESCO-inscribed hawker culture. And then comes the sheer adrenaline of the F1 Grand Prix in September that we talked about earlier, but the momentum doesn't stop there. In November, the global business crowd takes over for the Singapore FinTech Festival. Listen, this isn't just a networking event. It's a mammoth gathering of more than 60,000 participants from over 130 countries, all flying in to map out the very future of digital finance. The scale is literally breathtaking.
Now, these aren't just events. For the industry audience out there, think of them as exportable cultural IPs. Take the Qinghai Parade, for instance. With over 8,000 performers, massive pyrotechnics, and deeply elaborate floats, this is a premium cultural spectacle that DMCs and tour operators can easily package into high-margin global travel products. Because the infrastructure is so incredibly compact, DMCs can control the entire event-to-hotel-to-dining chain within a 30-minute radius. This creates serious commercial margin. It is event tourism done brilliantly.
We definitely have to give credit where it's due, though. Singapore's tourism and culture authorities have actively invested in positioning these events on the global stage. The meticulous work of the Singapore Tourism Board, the Singapore Exhibition and Convention Bureau, and the integration of the BEIS Fund into national economic planning have produced an incredibly efficient model. When governments treat event tourism as a national asset, destinations truly transform.
So, to the travelers watching this explainer, if Singapore just moved up your bucket list, well, it absolutely should. Pick one event, book the flight, and experience it live. Life is way too short for secondhand experiences.
And if you're a DMC, tour operator, CVB, or event planner, EventCR's intelligence maps 249 destinations, their event calendars, venue infrastructure, and tourism readiness scores. We literally help you identify which events to package, which destinations to pitch, and which cultural IPs to import or export. Engage EventCR intelligence at eventcr.com. We turn destination data into commercial opportunity.
This has been Eventful Singapore from the Eventful World 2026 series by EventZR. The world's greatest stages are calling, and the only question left is, are you just going to read about the future of travel, or are you going to be there when the lights go down? Experience it live.